The biggest mistake people are making in manifestation right now is this. They are either trying too hard to let go, or they're trying too hard to persist, and both are ruining their results. You've probably heard this before. One person says, just let go and it will come. Another person says, keep persisting no matter what. And you're stuck in the middle thinking, what am I actually supposed to do? Because if you let go completely, it feels like you're giving up on your desire. But if you keep persisting all day, it starts to feel forced, tiring, and even desperate. So naturally, confusion builds. And when there is confusion, your results slow down. So let's make this very simple and very clear. You are not choosing between letting go and persistence. You are supposed to do both, but in the right way. Because they're not opposite ideas. They are actually working together. Persistence is about holding your new story. Letting go is about dropping your old story. That's it. But most people are doing the exact opposite. They are holding on to the old story and trying to let go of the desire. That's why nothing changes. Understand this deeply. Your manifestation is not blocked because you want it too much. It is blocked because you are still attached to the version of reality where you don't have it. That is the real problem. Let's break this down in a very practical way. Every single one of us is living inside a story. Not physically, but mentally. A story about who we are, what we have, what is possible, and what is not. If you are manifesting money, your old story might be, money is hard to earn, or I never have enough. If you are manifesting a specific person, your old story might be, they don't care about me, or this is not working. Now here's the key point. Even if you start affirming, even if you start visualizing, if your dominant story is still the old one, nothing shifts. So what does letting go actually mean? It does not mean forgetting your desire. It does not mean acting like you don't care. It does not mean distracting yourself forcefully. Letting go simply means you stop feeding the old story. You stop replaying the same negative scenarios in your mind. You stop entertaining thoughts that go against your desire. You stop emotionally reacting to what you don't want. That is letting go. You are not letting go of the desire. You are letting go of everything that contradicts it. At the same time, what is persistence? Persistence is staying loyal to your new story. It means you keep returning to the version of reality where your desire is already fulfilled, again and again. Not in a forceful way, but in a natural, consistent way. Think about it like this. Your mind is like a room. Right now, that room is filled with your old beliefs, old assumptions, old fears, and you're trying to bring your desire into that same room. But there's no space. So what do? You don't throw away the desire. You clean the room. Letting go is cleaning the room. Persistence is placing your desire inside it and keeping it there. Now let's make this even more real. If you are manifesting a specific person, what usually happens? You affirm for some time, you feel good. Then suddenly a thought comes, what if they never come back? And you start spiraling. You check their social media, you overthink, you feel anxious. This is where most people think they need to let go, but they misunderstand it. They think letting go means I should stop thinking about them. But the more you try to stop thinking, the more you think. So instead, the correct approach is this. You let go of the thought that says they are not with you. You let go of the fear. You let go of the doubt. But you persist in the idea that they are already yours. So your inner dialogue becomes different. Instead of thinking, why are they not texting me? You naturally shift to, of course they are thinking about me. Of course they want me. This is not delusion. This is choosing your state. Because as Neville says, you are not trying to get something. You are moving into a state where that thing already exists. And persistence means you keep coming back to that state, no matter what your current reality shows you. Now let's talk about another important mistake. Many people turn persistence into pressure. They start forcing affirmations all day. They keep checking if it's working. They become obsessed in a way that comes from lack. That is not persistence. That is desperation. True persistence feels stable, It feels calm. It feels certain. It's like knowing something is already done. You don't wake up every morning and affirm, I have a phone, I have a phone, I have a phone. You already know it's there. There is no anxiety about it. That's the level of naturalness you want to reach with your desire. And that happens when you let go of resistance. Because resistance is what creates that heavy feeling. Resistance is your doubts, your fears, your constant checking, your need for validation from the outer world. So again, letting go is removing resistance. Persistence is maintaining identity. When both happen together, things start to shift very fast. Because now you are no longer fighting yourself internally. Your thoughts are aligned. Your assumptions are aligned. Your inner state becomes clear. And manifestation is nothing but a reflection of that inner clarity. Now think about this. If you completely let go of your desire, where is your focus going? Somewhere else. And where your focus goes, your energy flows. So if your focus is not on your desire, how will it manifest? This is why just let go advice feels incomplete, because it ignores the importance of direction. You need direction. You need intention. That's where persistence comes in. But if you only persist without letting go of resistance, then your energy becomes mixed. You are saying, I have it on one side, and feeling I don't have it on the other side. And that creates delay. So the real game is balance. You hold the vision, but you release the struggle. You stay committed to the end result, but you stop worrying about how and when. You think from your desire, not of your desire. This is a small shift in words, but a huge shift in experience. Thinking of your desire means you are aware that you don't have it yet. Thinking from your desire means you are mentally living as if it is already done. And when you stay in that state consistently, it starts feeling normal. Once it feels normal, it manifests. Because your reality always follows what feels natural to you. So if not having it feels normal, you will keep experiencing that. If having it starts to feel normal, your reality will adjust. This is why persistence is required. Not to force results, but to normalize the new state. And letting go is required to remove everything that keeps pulling you back to the old state. Now, I want you to see this clearly in your own life. Where are you still holding on to the old story? Where are you still reacting to your current reality? Where are you still doubting your desire? That is what you need to let go of. And where can you start thinking differently? Where can you start assuming the best? Where can you start feeling like it's already done? That is where you persist. If you apply just this much with honesty, things will start changing. Not overnight, but steadily. Because manifestation is not about one technique. It is about your dominant state over time. The more you return to your new story, the stronger it becomes. The less you entertain your old story, the weaker it becomes. And eventually, there's a shift. A point where your new state feels more real than your old one. That's when things move. So stop trying to choose between letting go and persistence. You need both. Let go of the old story. Persist in the new one. That's the whole game. And once you truly understand this, manifestation stops feeling confusing and starts feeling natural. I hope this helped you. I will meet you with another golden nugget soon. Happy manifesting.